Catastrophe Day of August 15, 2005, to my respectful people of Aceh, to mark the occasion on this day, we would like to first convey our introductory remarks to remember the historic catastrophe of August 15, 2005 will be in various languages so it can be understood by all, especially about the struggles and the journey to freedom. On August 15, 2005, which was 16 years ago, to the day an agreement was signed in Helsinki to end a long conflict of war in Aceh. However, it was during this day that we as Achehnese were neglected and forgotten in the conflicts, especially against the Indonesian, whom we already had an untrustworthy experience. Our enemy Indonesia continuously displayed a phony sweet face in front of our humanitarian reasons, when in fact, at the same time in various cases, they were as ignorant as the Jahil during the Prophet's struggle, especially in their military conquest when it comes to issue of the terms and agreement that must be kept and promised. In the case of our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, the Quraysh searched for the Prophet in his house to kill him, but instead they found Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu in the Prophet's bed. Upon seeing Sayyidina Ali, the Quraysh changed their manners by being sweet and loving towards Ali. But we all know that this is a rush displayed at Ali, because their target was towards the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. It is this same cunning and preposterous display of affection that's shown towards the people of Aceh by the Indonesian to continue their mischievous agenda of destroying the people of Aceh. However, compare this with the case of the Aceh conflict during the Dome and military emergency. What did the Indonesian military do to the families of previous Aceh Merdeka fighters? The family of Achehnese fighters were held hostages and then used as shields in order to get our warrior to surrender themselves. In such case, who is far more ruthless? Who is far more evil? Hear this out, Achehnese people, out there of wherever you are. Above all, from the various experiences that has happened to Aceh, it is not wise to make decisions quickly and drastically in resolving this decades-old conflict. The complex solution of this Achehnese conflict must be resolved gradually in a democratic manner. It will take time, and we will not be able to solve this issue just by simply having meeting umpteen of time in such case of MOU Helsinki. It is going to take more effort and urgency. We also need people who care about solving the problem, because how can we solve problem if even the mediator themselves were not neutral and clearly siding with the Indonesians? And we are not in our rights to have a fair chance to tell our side of the story and demand. Therefore, once again, 16 years is just more than enough to open the eyes of the people of Aceh, wherever they are. It is enough that we have been continuously being deceived by Indonesia. Close all conversations about MOU Helsinki. Today, now, in Denmark, as a milestone, we bury the name of the MOU Helsinki and its descendants named UUPA, also known as Undang-Undang Pemerintah Aceh, forever. MOU Helsinki, rest in peace, with the pledge of Lamte, who also had the same fate. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.